Hello, everyone. Welcome to LOCKBEARD Phenomena, number 152. Killed by aliens. Or were they? Or they? Trying to get the, there we go. Get the chat up here. It is Thursday, June 6th, 2024. I don't know what it is in Star Date. I kind of wonder sometimes. What is that Star Date in Star Trek? I would scroll back on YouTube to make this line up to where I'm reading, but YouTube is stupid, so I can't, because it's zoomed in on that tab. It's zoomed in on the chat, and when it's zoomed in, it won't let me scroll back. So it's more YouTube. Why is that? It doesn't make any sense why that should be, but it is. So I got to go back over. I got to scroll. I can scroll back on StreamYard here and go back to the beginning and see who was here first, which was JoJo. Welcome, JoJo, and Timmy Boy, and Ocean Pond, and Angel Nolan, and Donald Fuller. Everybody's getting their highs and hellos in. Donald says, Timmy Boy, it is hotter than a half-effed fox in a forest fire. Timmy Boy. Mr. Lee. Donald says the live I watched before this was having YouTube issues. Oh, yeah, but no, this is normal, though. This is normal. I can't scroll that back. That's how it's normal. Normally is. Tim Boy says, yes, sir, it is. Yeah, it's on the hot side. It's on the hot side. Well, let me see here. Whoops. What should we look at first, folks? So y'all probably wondering what the deal is with the thumbnail on the far right. And I'll go over to the all right, hold on a second. Trying to get this thing lined up right so I can share it. There we go. Oops. Yep. Mr. Lee, you want to explain yourself? 106 for Team Boys at. Donald says, I'm a little loopy. I'm Benadryl heavy. Mr. Lee says it's still quite chilly here. So Mr. Lee, possibly England's top Bigfoot researcher, and some say intrepid even, found this photo. I don't know. I haven't got much explanation behind this photo of Brent. There's his Brent's background and Brent's beanie. And I the best I can interpret from this, I'm going to use my best Bigfoot community logic to figure out what we're seeing in this picture. I need to get it closer. How do I get it closer? All right. Ugh. It's not letting me. Come on, cooperate. Yes. Mr. Lee has come up with this picture. So, come on, freaking StreamYard. So, the only thing I figure is that Brent from the Tall Ones has been a pug dog the entire time, and he uses AI, CGI, LMNOP to alter his image to make him look like a human. This makes sense. The pug dog, as everybody knows, is a very tenacious breed of dog, and it just won't let shit go. Once it sees something it don't like, it will latch on and never let go until it's dealt with. It'll shake and shake again. Mr. Lee says, "Is it Brent?" I don't know. You're the one that sent me the picture. You're the one that sent me the picture. Timmy voice, stream yard. Come on. It's I have to get some wind coming through. I know part of it may just be the heat affecting how fast things are working. Prop this door open and get the wind flow. Sun's still in the sky, so little weed heavy yourself, you say? Been pulling a lot of weeds, have you? Doing a little gardening? Donald says we will be invading the UK for cooler temperatures. We should start with freaking Canada if we're going to do that. Man, everything's moving real slow. So Donald says 70 and raining here, should be headed your way. Team Boy says this makes perfect sense. There's Michelle's comment finally popping up. He says, "Lockbeard, I turned my calendar over to June, and there was Brent, plain as day, but in his true form." Or Mr. Lee, Brent should be here for this. Hopefully, he sees the first part. Brent, the only part of this whole stream you'll probably care about is his first 10 minutes or so, first 11 minutes. It's all Mr. Lee's fault, though. Mr. Lee's fault. Started. Dang it, trying to. When I click on your messages, they should pop up like close to instantly up here, but they're not. They're taking forever. So I clicked on that like 10 seconds ago. Jojo says, so Brent is a dog man, LOL, or a pug man. Well, it's clearly some kind of dog man hybrid, isn't it? The cryptid Brent has been exposed by Mr. Lee, who found this photograph of the image of Brent without being. So clearly we have determined why Brent is so tenacious. He is some kind of pug dog man hybrid something. Is a cryptid. Mr. Lee says not only has Brent been working for the CIA. Oh boy. Raptor says, what's going on, everyone? Raptor, you'll be happy to know that we have positively identified a new type of dog man. It's the pug man, and Brent is one of them. According to this new evidence brought to us by Mr. Lee himself, the intrepid Bigfoot hunter, cryptid hunter of England, possibly the best cryptid hunter in England at this time. But I'll let the English people tell me whether or not that's true. I don't know. But you know, from what I hear, Nikki says 103 today where she's at. I don't know what the temperature is here. It's not no 103 though. It's much more reasonable here in southeast Oklahoma. Come on. Function, StreamYard, function. Mr. Lee says, Raptor Crazy, I have exposed Brent's true identity. Raptor says, Mr. Lee, what are you talking about? We're gonna have Raptor going pretty bad before it's over with, before he figures out what's up. JoJo says, pretty cute though. So he is part Men in Black now, says Raptor. You know, I mean, you might have stumbled across another interesting piece of information. Maybe Men in Black was trying to tell us something. Maybe that was Brent in Men in Black in his true form. That would explain why their costuming budget was so low. Mr. Lisa's Raptor, it seems so. Donald says, wait till this gets to Nona Boss and Judy Wheeler. Oh, shit. Nikki's shaking her head. Well, we could revive the infamous Clunt, but apparently that offended a lot of people. Angel says hi to Raptor there. Timmy Boy says, Nikki. Oh, I can't see the message. Okay, there it is. I think the heat is here for a while. I guess I'll see what the temperature is here. I'm in a parking lot to get this Wi-Fi here. I got to sit in this here parking lot. A big patch of asphalt in the sun. So it's probably hotter here than whatever the temperature reading is. But I'm about to find out. It looks like it's supposed to be 90 degrees right now. That better just cut it out. I think so. The heat's here for a while. Already watered outside twice. Raptor says, I wish him the best at whatever he does. Just don't turn into these other bull crap channels. Don't worry, Raptor. He's not going to turn into a bullcrap channel. Donald says, I'm on the Clunt hunt and brookie fishing this weekend. Awesome. So anyway, we're going to do UFOs. There's a buildup of UFO articles to look at. So that, you know, and I don't, if we looked at any of these articles already in the past, I don't remember on live stream. I don't remember doing it on live stream, but you know, there's some UFO matters going on around the world, all around the world. coming down, a torrential downpour. Well, I just settle for the temperature dropping a little bit and some clouds or something. I mean, I'm fine, but my computer's not happy about this heat. If I can get some better wind coming through here, that would be nice. Something. T-Boy says it's killing my tomatoes. Yeah, you can't have that. It'd be a bad deal. Share this tab. There we go. Whoops. Everything's gotta move so slow. All right, there we go. I can see StreamYard again. Of course, I got my audio issue again, but I don't think there's any video in this. It rained pretty hard. Where Angel's at. Thunder. So, you know, this was a couple weeks ago. What's the day? Today's the 6th, isn't it? Some of these are further, a little older, but you know, it's just a build up of UFO articles. Because it seems like there's not enough stuff to talk about in the UFO. You know, it's mostly just the government being kind of cagey about the whole thing, and everybody's government, including Japanese government. We'll talk about here in a little bit. So this article titled "Have People Really Been Killed by Aliens?" Expert weighs in on fatalities linked to UFOs. Many reports of untimely deaths in the U.S. have been linked to aliens, sparking theories that these individuals may have been murdered by the third kind. What does that even mean, by the third kind? Is that an appropriate phrase to use? I mean, does it make any damn sense? Okay, they include a U.S. Air Force pilot who died shortly after claims he witnessed a flying object, and a Brazilian man who was zapped in the head by an extraterrestrial. Nigel Watson has written about the cases in a new bookazine, The UFO Files, which includes a chapter, Death by UFO, dealing with these mysterious deaths. Watson has spent years researching UFO reports worldwide and published several books and reports about his findings. One of the cases explored in the book is the death of U.S. Air Force Captain Thomas Mantell, who was asked to investigate a silvery conical flying object in 1948. Reports have claimed that Mantell, who was a 25-year-old Second World War hero, and 3 other pilots were conducting training exercise when the request came in to investigate a high-flying silvery object tipped with red. It appears to be a metallic object or possibly the reflection of the sun from a metallic object, and it is of tremendous size, Mantell reported as he flew in the skies above Fort Knox in Kentucky. The 3 planes soared 22,000 feet into the air to intercept the object. At 2:45 p.m., Mantell radioed the tower that he had spotted the object. The object is directly ahead of me and above me now, moving at about half my speed, he said. He provided another update 30 minutes later. It appears to be a metallic object or possible reflections of sun from a metallic object, and it is of tremendous size. I'm still climbing. The object is above and ahead of me, moving at my speed or faster. I'm trying to close in for a better look. Shortly after, the 2 other planes had to abort the mission due to a lack of oxygen supplies. Mantell, however, continued soaring higher and higher, reaching about 25,000 feet. But at 5 p.m., debris from his plane was discovered in Shelby County, southeast of Louisville. The U.S. Air Force first claimed he was chasing the planet Venus, but then said the object was a secret CIA-sponsored skyhook balloon launched in southern Ohio. UFO believers still maintain that Mantell met his demise at the hands of a murderous UFO. Watson said, with the skyhook explanation not being revealed until late 1960s. Zapped by death ray. Brazilian man Inácio de Souza and his wife were returning to their home in August 1967 when they saw an object shaped like an inverted wash basin and three men wearing skin-tight clothes. Souza reflexively shot one of the men with his rifle. It seemed to have no effect, but a green ray of light shot out at Souza's head from the UFO. De Souza fell unconscious and suffered numbness and tremors in his head and hands. A doctor suggested that Souza had merely suffered hallucinations and a few days later was diagnosed as having leukemia. The illness progressed quickly and he died on the 11th of October 1967. Watson wrote, while some ufologists think the encounter and De Souza's illness are simply a tragic coincidence, others prefer to believe that the green light from the UFO was an intense beam of deadly radiation. Heavy rain from a UFO. In 1947, Harold A. Dahl, along with his son Charles and two crewmen, were in a tugboat of Maury Island in Puget Sound between Seattle and Tacoma. The men said they saw 6 golden and silver donut-shaped objects above them, with one wobbling before releasing a rain of thin metallic strips and black lumps. One struck the boy's arm, burning it, and their dog died. Dahl's boss, Fred Lee Krisman, visited the site and claimed some of the debris. Dahl was then confronted by a dark-suited man driving a black sedan who drove him to a diner in Tacoma and warned him to keep silent. Kenneth Arnold, who had spotted flying saucers just days earlier, asked for help from the Air Force intelligence. On the 31st of July, 1947, Captain William Davison and Lieutenant Frank M. Brown were dispatched to Tacoma, but found no evidence of a rain of molten lead and thought the sample fragments were slag from a smelting plant. Davidson and Brown died when their B-25 crashed on their way back to base, and many of the samples and photographs associated with the case vanished. Watson writes, to me, cover-up. When in October 1968, District Attorney Jim Garrison brought Clay Shaw to trial for his suspected involvement in the assassination of JFK, a Fred Lee Krisman was subpoenaed to attend. Garrison believes Shaw and Krisman were long-standing CIA employees involved in a range of dubious activities, including at Hamilton Field, California. The port engine of their B-25 aircraft caught fire, and they were killed when they crashed near Kelso, Washington State. An anonymous caller to the local newspaper named the victims before the crash was made public and claimed the aircraft was shot down by a 20-millimeter cannon because it was carrying fragments of a flying saucer. When Kenneth Arnold took off from Tacoma, his engine failed and he had to make a crash landing. On checking his aircraft, he found that his fuel valve had been switched off. Paul Lance, a reporter for the Tacoma Times who covered this story, died suddenly 2 weeks later of meningitis. Many of these stories sound outlandish beyond the UFO community. Government agencies or the notorious men in black could be at work, but it seems very extreme to murder people, especially over decades, when there are easier ways to discredit UFO researchers. Yeah, a lot of it seems really strange. The stories don't quite jive. If StreamYard will pull back up, come on. Waiting. Wait, there it is. There it is. I see StreamYard now. Raptor says, Timmy boy, keep him watered. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nikki says, my ferns are burning. They look like they are going to explode. Angel says, Donald, not yet, but there we were cloudy all day, so never got above 75. Tim Boy says, I'm on a Raptor. Miss Lee says, I've been watching a lot of Joe Rogan lately. He's obsessed with UFOs. Yep, he is a bit, Mr. Lee. Donald says, I think we may run into them floods again this year. Timmy Boy, sub to your channel so you a name like that, you should have videos. Tim Boy says, did I hear Skyhook? Tim Boy says, what channel, Donald? Or what got me all stuffed up. Jojo says the government are good at that, covering stuff up. Any voices, oh, cold on them. My bad, I'm loaded. Bigfoot and Morris here. Welcome. Man, I wish this stupid thing went so. Hopefully, I'm coming through clear. Can you hear me now? Yeah, Raptor SE said a lot of buffering. Mr. Lee saying Jen, how's carnivore? Donald says I'm out of sync. Yeah, I know. It's and I don't know if it's from the heat or a weak signal. I don't see why the signal should be any different than the other day. It's a good clear day. So it's probably from the heat. It's probably to the point where I simply cannot be trying to do a live stream when the temperature are this hot because it's just not working. So uh, um, hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out where I was at in the chat and see. Gary's here. Welcome. OGG's here. Welcome. Um, Mr. Lee's says LOCKBEARD bit choppy since the train went past. Maybe the CIA was on that train and they zapped me. So we can't have them talking about this UFO stuff. They're starting to piece together the truth. Jen says, okay, Miss Lee had a cheat day a few days ago. So sometimes I just want a slice of pizza. I guess the question about that is because Jen, usually when I do cheat with something, I pretty much immediately like regret it. It's like this isn't as good as I thought it was going to be before I ate it, kind of thing. I'm not sure anybody heard anything I just said, so. Donald You blocked Gary. Why did you block Gary? It's releases Jen. Sometimes the pizza wants you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess first question is, do you see and hear me? Thanks for hanging on, those that hang in there. The heat took out the computer twice, like it shut completely down twice. So, um, trying to do this at these temperatures is apparently just not going to work. Just not going to work. Um, I have a cup of ice water sitting directly on the computer. I don't know uh, how well this is going to work out to finish tonight. But in the future, I guess just for the summertime, I can't be doing uh, hmm. Yeah. having a very difficult time keeping the computer going in the heat. So, thank y'all for hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing off and get it into the AC where it belongs. Down the road here. And probably won't live stream again tonight, though. And I don't know when the next day will be. It won't be tomorrow. It won't be the next day. And I don't know what my schedule looks like next week. So we'll see. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out. And I can't even tell. Like, it's not giving me a number of people watching even right now. Oh, gosh, thanks. Well, YouTube says 18, but YouTube could be wrong. StreamYard didn't tell me anything. But thanks, everybody, for watching. I'm going to get out of here. And in the future, for the rest of the summer anyway, going to have to not do live streams during the daytime. It just, unless I can find some place where I can do it that's indoors, it's just not going to work. So take it easy, everyone. And see you later. Can I do the outro? Hold on a second. Yeah, Mr. Lee, but I'm having to hold the computer up off of here and try to keep wind going around. I don't know. It's just not. It's too hot, and the fan's running really, really hard. This kind of stuff's going to break the computer permanently if I keep trying to do this. So, so temperature is going to be, because in Oklahoma, man, it gets this hot. It's this hot in the night for a lot of the summer. So it's just not going to be possible to live stream much of the time. So it's going to be temperature dependent. And if this is any indication, I mean, I need to be shooting for under, a certain temperature, and that's just the way it'll have to be. So, which means all you UK people, I'm sorry, but y'all be asleep if I live stream at all. It'll be at night here, and y'all will be y'all be deep in the night, deep asleep. So, and I can't live stream too late because I just get too tired and I gotta get up in the morning and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see how it unfolds, but it's clear that summer is here, and that's all there is to it. So see y'all later.